It was 2:13 a.m. when the final payment cleared. $7,243 sitting in my account. No ads, no clients, no phone calls. Just an AI tool running on a laptop that cost less than a new iPhone. And here's the insane part. That tool wasn't even supposed to exist for public use. It was designed for internal teams, hidden deep inside a platform most people have never heard of. I wasn't the first to find it, but I was the first dumb enough or smart enough to push it this far. By sunrise, the clock was ticking. I had maybe 2 weeks before the loophole closed. Maybe less. Because that's how these things go. Someone stumbles on an edge, they milk it, and the second it goes public, it's over. Platforms patch, rates collapse, the gold rush ends. If you're watching this, you've got a choice. Stay comfortable and watch from the sidelines, wondering what if when this vanishes. Or learn the exact steps I used, while you still can, and take your own shot before they slam the door. I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. I'm here to show you a blueprint that made $7,200 in 24 hours for me. And a fraction of that for dozens of others who've quietly tested it. Same tool, same process, different execution. Here's how this video will go. I'll walk you through the 24-hour breakdown, what I sold, how I found the buyers, and why they paid without a single negotiation. Then, I'll open up the AI workflow, the part you won't find in blog posts or YouTube tutorials, where the real magic happens. Finally, I'll give you the guardrails, how to keep your version alive long after the copycats get shut down. No fluff, no fake screenshots. Just the truth, and the urgency to act now. Because once this video disappears, so does the opportunity. You ready? Let's get to work. The 24-hour $7,200 snapshot. When people see that $7,200 figure, they think it must have been one massive client. It wasn't. It was 12 separate orders, from 7 different buyers, all placed within a single 24-hour window. Here's the twist. I didn't pitch any of them. I didn't send cold emails, spam Facebook groups, or run paid ads. They came to me, and they came ready to buy. The source? A hidden demand pocket, a corner of the internet where businesses post urgent jobs, and the fastest, most reliable provider gets the deal. No negotiations, no back and forth. Think of it like Uber, but instead of driving people, you're delivering digital gold they need immediately. That's the beauty of Atlas, the AI workflow I hinted at in the intro. It's not a single tool, it's a stack. One master control triggers 3 specialized AI assistants, each doing a job that normally takes a human hours to complete. Scout hunts down exactly what the buyer wants, with the details most people missed. Forge builds the deliverable to spec, using layered AI prompts and templates. Seal checks, polishes, and packages the result in a way that screams professional before delivery. On that $7,200 day, the orders ranged from full sales page rewrites for product launches, bulk ad creative packs for seasonal promotions, localization of high-performing campaigns into multiple languages, compliance-ready documentation for new product approvals. The average ticket price? $600. The fastest turnaround? 43 minutes. That speed is why they paid instantly, no haggling. And here's the part nobody talks about: stacking. Most people complete one job, get paid, and stop. With Atlas, the system is built to upsell and cross-sell without a single extra conversation. That's how one $600 order turns into one $800 in the same afternoon. At 8:07 a.m., the first job came in, a 3-language ad campaign set for a Monday launch. By 9:30 a.m., Forge had built the first drafts. By 10:05 a.m., Seal had polished them to perfection, complete with brand-consistent visuals. I hit deliver, and within 4 minutes, the client replied, "Perfect. Can you also do the Spanish market by Friday?" That's another $200. By midday, the dashboard was stacked, order after order, green status lights glowing. I didn't even have time to make coffee between deliveries. The system was running so smooth it felt illegal, but it wasn't. It was just faster, sharper, and cleaner than anything else in that demand pocket. And that's the first secret of the $7,200 day. Speed kills competition. Not marketing spend, not branding, not even experience. If you can get a buyer exactly what they want before lunch, you own their budget for the rest of the week. But speed without quality signals is suicide. That's where most people blow it. They send low-effort AI outputs and get banned from platforms within weeks. Atlas doesn't just deliver fast. It delivers better than a human would, and it proves it. We'll get to exactly how in part 2. For now, remember this. The $7,200 wasn't magic. It was math. Urgent demand X, irresistible delivery X, automated upsell path equal high profit day. And the crazy part, this same framework works at smaller scales too. $300, $500, $1,000 days. It's not all or nothing. Once you plug into the demand pocket, it's about repeating the cycle as many times as you can before the market shifts. In the next part, I'll show you the engine, The actual Atlas workflow step by step, including the control panel I used to trigger all 3 AI assistants in sequence. Because if part 1 was the what, part 2 is the how, the engine. Most people think making $7,200 in a day requires magic. It doesn't. It requires a machine. Atlas is that machine. Not a flashy app, not some secret website with a hidden sign-up link. It's a workflow, a sequence of actions so tight that once you press start, the system does 80% of the work before you even sip your coffee. Here's how it's built. Step 1, the control panel. Imagine one dashboard where you can tell your AI assistants, find the buyer, learn their needs, deliver the product, and make it look like $1 million agency did it. That dashboard exists. Mine is custom built, but you can recreate it with off-the-shelf tools, 3 of them, to be exact, linked through automation bridges. No coding degree required, just the ability to follow a checklist. The control panel feeds real-time buyer data into the first assistant, Scout. Step 2, Scout. The Hunter Scout doesn't guess what to sell. It hunts. It combs through job boards, marketplace APIs, and even competitor listings, looking for jobs that meet 3 strict filters. Urgency. Needed within 72 hours or less. Clarity. Clearly defined deliverable. No vague, help me market my business. Price to effort ratio. Payment high enough that speed pays you more, not less. Once Scout finds a match, it extracts every detail, brand tone, formatting preferences, target market, so you don't waste time asking. Step 3, Forge, the creator. The moment Scout sends the brief, Forge lights up. Forge is where 3 AI models work in parallel. Model A writes or designs the core deliverable. Model B creates complementary assets, images, scripts, or secondary copy. Model C runs a competitor benchmark so you can prove you're above standard. This is where Atlas wins, parallel processing. Humans work in sequence. Step 1, then step 2, then step 3. Forge works in all steps at once, compressing what would take hours into minutes. Step 4. Seal. The closer Seal's job is simple. Make the client say yes instantly. It does that in 3 moves. Polish. Applies brand-consistent fonts, colors, and layouts. Proof. Runs plagiarism checks, grammar scans, and formatting compliance. Presentation. Packages the final output in a ready-to-use format. PDF, Canva link, Figma file, whatever the buyer needs. Then it attaches a mini proof-of-value report, showing benchmarks, competitor gaps, and even suggestions for future work. This isn't just delivery, it's seeding the upsell. Step 5. The upsell trigger. The moment delivery is confirmed, the control panel triggers a follow-up. Would you like me to also handle X? If the original order was an ad campaign in English, the upsell is translating and adapting it for Spanish, French, and German markets. If it was a product description rewrite, the upsell is building a video script or a landing page for the same product. Because you're already in the client's head as fast, reliable, and good, they say yes more than 60% of the time. The cycle, from Scout finding the job to Seal delivering, the fastest I've clocked the full cycle is 43 minutes. That's why you can stack multiple orders in one day, because while Forge is working on one job, Scout is already hunting the next. Think about it. While your competitors are still sending a proposal, you've already delivered, been paid, and offered them more work. That's why Atlas isn't just a tool, it's a system that eats slower businesses alive. In part 3, I'll show you the deal flow, where these buyers actually come from, and how to set up your own magnet so they find you instead of you chasing them. Because the truth is, the tool is nothing without a constant flow of high-quality buyers. The deal flow machine is useless without fuel. And in business, your fuel is buyers. Not just any buyers. Buyers who already know what they want, have the money ready, and need it fast. That's where most people fail. They spend weeks begging for attention instead of plugging into streams where buyers are already searching. Step 1. The demand pockets. Forget mass social media blasts. We're not chasing likes here. We're tapping into high-intent marketplaces, digital spaces where people only show up when they're ready to spend. There are 3 main pockets I target. Specialized freelance hubs. Not Fiverr-level chaos, but niche platforms where B2B buyers post urgent, high-value jobs. Think creative agencies sourcing overflow work or marketing teams outsourcing launches. Private Slack and Discord groups, insider communities where work passes from one trusted member to another, often without ever being posted publicly. Micro-market APIs, direct connections to job feeds or lead boards, where Scout can pull opportunities the second they're posted. Step 2, becoming the magnet most freelancers pitch. Atlas doesn't pitch, it attracts. When a buyer sees fast delivery, perfect formatting, proof of results in your profile or landing page, you jump to the top of their shortlist instantly. Here's the exact magnet formula. Visible speed promise, delivery in under 24 hours in bold. Micro proof, 2 to 3 screenshots showing before-after results. Specialization signal, pick one high-paying task type and master it. Atlas can do many, but your profile should scream expert in one. This isn't just branding, it's buyer filtering. You don't want slow, indecisive clients. You want urgent buyers who will pay a premium for speed. Step 3, the buyer journey hack. Most creators wait for buyers to decide. We accelerate the journey. Initial contact. Scout finds the lead. A simple, I can deliver this in under 24 hours with examples message is sent. Instant trust. Include a mini sample or a single-page mock-up showing you've already started. Close before competitors respond. Offer a same-day slot that expires if they don't book immediately. Urgency isn't pressure, it's clarity. If you're fast, you can't hold a slot open forever. Step 4, the constant flow. Once you've delivered for 5 to 10 buyers, the flow changes. Referrals kick in. Repeat orders come in without Scout even running. That's the turning point. You've become the go-to for a specific result. In my $7,200 day, 5 of the 7 buyers were repeat clients. They didn't even look elsewhere. They just dropped the order, confident it would be done before their deadline. Step 5, the Atlas edge in deal flow. Because Scout works 24/7, you're always ahead of slower operators. Because Forge and Seal deliver faster than humans without sacrificing quality, you're positioned as the unfair advantage in your niche. The result? You're not just part of the market, you control your own lane within it. In part 4, I'll walk you through the pricing ladder. How to price in a way that rewards your speed, scales your income, and ensures you never work for less just because you're efficient. This is where most AI operators sabotage themselves without realizing it. The pricing ladder. Here's the problem with speed. Most people treat it like a discount. You finish a job in 30 minutes instead of 3 days, and they think, great, I'll pay less. That thinking kills more AI businesses than bad tools ever will. Atlas flips that logic. With the pricing ladder, speed becomes the reason they pay more. Step 1, anchor high. Your first number sets the tone. If your service is worth $600 for a 3-day delivery, the 24-hour version is worth $200, not $300. This is called value anchoring. Buyers compare your offer to the worst alternative, not the cheapest. I never start with how much will you pay. I start with, here's the price for a standard delivery, and here's the express upgrade. It reframes speed as a premium luxury, not a bargain. Step 2, tier your offers. Every Atlas service I run has 3 tiers: standard, fair price, fair speed, 3-5 days. Express, 2x price for 24-48 hours. Lightning, 3x price for same-day turnaround. This structure works because buyers self-select based on urgency. In my $7,200 day, 7 out of 12 orders were Lightning tier. Step 3, automate the math. The pricing ladder isn't just about quoting numbers. It's about quoting them instantly. I use a simple calculator built into my control panel. Input, scope, language count, asset type. Output, instant tiered pricing with Express and Lightning clearly marked. The speed of the quote is your first credibility signal. Step 4, protect the floor. Never drop below your base rate, no matter how small the job. If your minimum for a Lightning order is $500, that's it. No, it's only 2 sentences discount. Why? Because buyers are paying for your availability and readiness, not just the keystrokes. Step 5, stack without breaking. The real magic is stacking orders without burning out. Here's how: Express tier slots equal 3 per day max. Lightning tier slots equal 1 to 2 per day max. If they're full, the next available slot is tomorrow at Lightning rates. This scarcity is real, and it drives urgency through the roof. In the $7,200 day, the pricing ladder looked like this. Lightning orders, $1,200 each, equals $6,004. Express orders, at $600 each, equal to the $4,003. Standard orders, at $300 each, in $900 total, $9,300 potential. $7,200 realized after a couple of last-minute cancellations. The point? Without the pricing ladder, that same workload might have been $2,000, $3,000 at best. With it, every minute you save adds dollars instead of taking them away. In part 5, I'll show you the moat, how to protect your Atlas setup from the flood of copycats that will inevitably follow once they see what you're doing. Because hitting $7,200 once is exciting, but hitting it again and again and again, that's how you build something unstoppable. The moat making $7,200 in 24 hours gets attention, and attention attracts copycats. The second your results hit the radar, competitors will rush to reverse engineer your workflow. The moat is what stops them from killing your edge. It's the invisible wall around your Atlas setup, the reason you'll keep winning while everyone else fades. Step 1. Proprietary prompts and processes. Most people share the what, but not the how. Your exact prompts, your sequencing, your formatting templates. These are your crown jewels. Never publish them raw. Even inside your team, limit full access to trusted operators. A competitor can buy the same tool, but without your playbook, they'll get generic low-grade results. Step 2. Branding the output. Every deliverable I send has a signature style, subtle but consistent. It could be a layout, a headline rhythm, or a report format no one else uses. Buyers start to recognize it as yours, which means even if someone else offers faster or cheaper, they'll still want your version. Step 3. Layered quality signals. Copycats fail because they think AI means hit generate, send file. Atlas runs 3 separate quality layers. AI refinement pass. Human logic check, even if it's just you. Brand-specific polish. This triple pass is your insurance against bans, bad reviews, and lost trust. Step 4. Buyer relationship loop. Most freelancers treat clients like one-night stands. We treat them like recurring partners. After every delivery, Seal triggers a follow-up 48 hours later. Any updates on the results? Here's one more idea for you. Even if they don't bite immediately, you've planted the next seed. Step 5. Controlled exposure. Here's the paradox. The more people know exactly what you do, the faster the moat erodes. That's why I never reveal the entire workflow publicly. I'll show examples, results, and partial steps. But the exact sequence that turns Scout's output into a $1,100 order? That stays locked. The moat isn't just about secrecy, it's about evolution. While copycats are trying to clone the version you used last month, you're already building next month's upgrade. That's why I can hit numbers like $7,200 without fear of being drowned out. Because by the time they catch up, I'm already gone. Now you know the what, how, who, price, and protection behind a 24-hour AI payday. The last thing left? Pull it all together in the outro. The rallying call that turns viewers into action takers. The rally call. If you've made it this far, you already know this isn't magic. It's a system. A repeatable, controllable machine that can compress days of work into hours, without sacrificing quality. You've seen the $7,200 snapshot. You've seen the Atlas engine. You know where the buyers are, how to make them come to you, how to price so speed pays more, and how to protect your edge when copycats show up. The only question now is, what will you do with it? Because here's the truth. Opportunities don't last forever. Platforms patch, markets shift, demand pockets dry up. Every day you wait, someone else claims the space you could have owned. You can watch this video, nod your head, and go back to scrolling. Or you can block out the next 48 hours and build your version of Atlas, even if it's messy at first. Because messy action beats perfect hesitation every single time. And here's my challenge to you. Pick one buyer pocket from part 3. Use the magnet formula. Set up your 3-tier pricing ladder. Run Scout tonight, forge tomorrow, and seal the deal before the week ends. If you do, you'll have your first paid order faster than you think. And once that happens, once you see the notification that someone just paid you for work you didn't spend days on, you'll never look at earning money the same way again. So here's what I want you to do right now. Hit subscribe, because I'm dropping the Atlas upgrade video next week, and if you miss it, you'll be 3 steps behind. Drop a comment telling me your niche or the first service you'd automate, because I might build a case study around it. Share this video with someone who's been talking about starting a side hustle but hasn't made the leap. This is your moment. The tools are here, the buyers are waiting. The only missing piece is you pressing go. And when you do, you'll understand why $7,200 in a day isn't a dream. It's just a well-built system running at full speed. See you in the next one.